I've been doing the best and worst days on a monthly basis for Bazi Chinese astrology, and I decided to not do it as a short, but do an update because April is such an extraordinary month. And so that's what we're doing today, a check-in on where we are with the month of April in our collective astrology. Welcome, my name is Lydia. This is the Feng Shui and Bazi Chinese Astrology channel. I also want to just briefly introduce myself. I don't often do that. I have been a traditional trained Feng Shui consultant with Form School and Flying Stars since 2002. It was a long time ago. And I'm also a master level Bazi Chinese astrologer. I also dabble in Western astrology, but I am by no means an expert. So if this is something that speaks to you, please subscribe. I do appreciate super subscribers. Follow, hit the bell, all the things. So the other thing I want to mention is I recognize that my approach to Feng Shui and Bazi astrology is unique. And I think each astrologer brings a different voice and their own interpretation of these ancient systems, thousands of years old, you know. And for me, what I have found over all these decades now is that my intuitive voice has become clearer and clearer with time, age, and wisdom. And so that is a big piece of my readings, whether I'm in your home or looking at your chart, or looking at a celebrity's chart or a politician's chart, or even the chart of a country, like I've done in understanding what creates the chaos of war, right? Or the instability of a country or whatever. But I bring in a very strong intuition. And I feel very guided by the information that comes through for me. And for that's one of the reasons I don't introduce myself, because it isn't always myself that is coming through, if that makes sense. So anyway, April, both in the Western astrology and Eastern astrology, is the most profound month of the entire year 2024. And so we just had this new moon eclipse. It's all over the media. Everywhere you look, it's all about this amazing eclipse that we had, new moon in Aries. A lot of Aries, planets in Aries, which is very fiery. And I find it always interesting. Like, for instance, if you're really into Western astrology and you haven't gotten your Bazi Chinese astrology chart read, highly recommend it. What is the difference, right? Well, Western astrology is of the sky, and Eastern astrology is of the earth, made up of the 5 elements. And often they mirror each other, as above, so below. I've seen this happen time and time again. So as the Western sky is lit up this month with eclipses and Mercury retrograde, all the things happening, we are in a month of the dragon in a year of the dragon. And that is exceptional, partly because the dragon is the only zodiac animal that is not of this earth. There is a bigger narrative happening this year than we may not realize while we're riding the metro to work, while we're changing diapers, while we're sitting having wine with friends. We may not be paying attention to the rising vibration of this now time. And I've done videos about period 9 that started this year, that very much is like the age of Aquarius, Pluto being in Aquarius. And when we're looking at these monthly astrologies, April is showing you everything your year is going to look like. What is your year about? Healing, reclaiming who you are, reinventing. That's very dragon, reinventing who you are. Have you been hiding behind the narrative of other people? Maybe ancestral narrative, telling you don't, be afraid, hold back. This is the year that gives you the permission to fly, my friends, to be bold, to be brave, to be innovative, to make those changes in your life that are going to be a course correction like you never saw coming. And really, why not? You want to open up an ice cream stand? Why not? All the reasons that you say you can't are your own obstacle. Have nothing to do with reality. Yeah. So as we're looking at these weeks, now we are only on the 9th. But I had to jump on today to post this because tomorrow, the 10th, Dragon Year, Dragon Month, Dragon Day, and the hours between 7 and 9 in the morning is Dragon Hour. There will be children born in that time window around the world. 4 dragons in their charts. That is not easy. That is not easy. Not only is that not easy, I would also reckon that just having a child born this month is enough. When you have multiple animals in the chart, especially with the dragon, it's not with all zodiac animals, but I know with the dragon, multiple dragons is a self-penalty. It's an internal battle with the self. Fixed mindset. And with the dragon, dictator. Putin's got 2 dragons in his chart, and I'm telling you, the more dragons you add, the more that sense of authority is demonstrative. It is oppressive. It's a leader on steroids. So here's the thing. Let's look at these days, because I've got them marked in my calendar. This is why I'm not doing anything but gardening on the 10th. It is a triple dragon day. What does that say? It is a very oppressive day. And it is a day where leadership can become abusive. The misuse of power, whether that's personal or professional. So take a step back. And if you feel yourself getting into a power struggle with someone, including yourself, back down. It is not the day to forge a fight, to confront anyone, or to be in any way assertive, let alone aggressive. It is a caution. Now, days when there's another day of the dragon in this month, and that's the 22nd. These are days to really take a step back again. Watch your ego. Humble yourself. Frustrations come up with the rabbit. That's today, the 9th. The 21st, another day of frustrations. Not a day that you want to be trying to problem solve anything or negotiate anything, which is very rabbit. The best days for networking and for romance are days of the rat. That would be the 18th and the 30th. That's a great day to make a meeting. That's a great day for collaborating with somebody. It's also a great day for a first date or for just a romantic date, just going out. And hey, if you're single, take yourself out. to see that full picture, to really get a fresh perspective, monkey. The monkey is going to be the 14th and the 26th day of the monkey. And yeah, big picture, really an innovative. Those are innovative days. So if you're an artist, I would say the 14th and the 26th are great days to be in your studio or typing away at the next great novel or whatever it is that you're working on, a blog, a podcast. And days of the rooster. You remember the rat, the rooster? They love the dragon. And so the rooster is flaunting your talents. That's the 15th and the 27th. Great day to be seen and heard. Really great day to launch something, to flaunt something. Yeah, pretty cool. And I wanted to just jump on and share this with you because the days to avoid are so important. Now, the dog, and just kind of sandwiching these, start with the dragon days to be avoided. Again, tomorrow, the 10th and the 22nd. Frustrating days, the 9th and the 21st. Best days, the 14th, 15th, 18th, 26th, 27th, and 30th. Not good day. Battle day. Aggressive, head banging, car crashing, earth shaking. Days of the dog, the 16th and the 28th. I mark these on my calendar so that when I'm making my plans, I'm picking the best days. Why would I want to set a meeting on a day of the dog in a year and a month of the dragon? The other thing I want to end with, friends, is this. Take notes. You know, I'm a big journaler. I've been journaling since I was 10 years old. I have my own Pandora's box of every journal from all my life. And this is a month to really take note. Who are the people involved? Who's showing up? What events are going on? What's happening, right? And it isn't so much the specifics, right? But the overarching theme. For instance, wow, I've noticed a lot of people reaching out to me. This is different. Take note of that. You're going to see that the rest of the year. My finances have been really wobbly. That's going to be the rest of this year. So one of the great things I love about astrology is knowing that's your bubble wrap. Knowing what your astrology is. Why is everything falling apart? And I look at your astrology and I'm like, because of this, this, and this. Oh, now I know. Now, just because you know doesn't mean, oh man, my life sucks. No, now you have power. And the power is in the knowing, so now you can navigate. For instance, if money's been wobbly, cut back on spending and focus on revenue. Shore it up. Pay more attention. Maybe you've gotten slack on the job, right? Look at your relationships. Are you missing people? Are you isolating yourself? Are you feeling depressed? What are the adjustments that you can make? If your astrology is or really rotten, what changes and shifts can you make to make it better? And in the same way, if you're noticing great things going on, how do you ride that? How do you nurture it and feed it so that can sustain itself through the rest of the year, right? So we can use the astrology. There is no bad astrology, never. Even in the chart of Julia Fox that I just read, if she were sitting with me with that shitty forecast for 2024, I'd be like, girl, let's take a step back. This is a year for retreating. This is a year for doing planning and behind the scenes stuff. This isn't a year to be active and out there and doing things. Pull back, spend time at home. What can you do? What things do you want to plan for next year when things will be better, right? In that way, we can use the astrology. We can work with the astrology so that it feels like we have agency in our life, right? So that is it for my update of April, Dragon Month, Dragon Year. In the comments, I'd love to know how your April is shaping up so far. We've just gotten a few days in. I believe it started on the 5th, which was a day of the dog. No, it was the 4th. Day of the dog was the first day of the month. So from the 4th on, I would love to know what's shaping up for you. What's happening? And remember, I really appreciate your comments, but please keep it positive and respectful. And until next time, friends, be well.